Training.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. I hope you're all having a lovely day. And I riff off the intro stuff as fast as possible. But hi everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We're here to talk about more FileMaker shenanigans with Nick Hunter. Real quick, if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to pop down here and get one of our subscription bundles. We have 100 plus hours of video content, and the videos are very tight and concise, and they cover a huge variety of topics. If you look at all this FileMaker stuff, you go, man, FileMaker is really cool. I really want to use it. I do not want to code it myself. You are welcome to reach out to us and look to hire us. We have a huge variety of engineers who can help you at support@rcconsulting.com. And the last little bit of shenanigans happening is Claris is testing 2 major new products on their ETS, basically beta. Feel free to sign up for their ETS at ets@claris.com. Okay, I think that's the shenangle. Nick, you want to share your screen for me and tell me what we're doing today?
Yeah, but there's maybe a miscommunication from my part. And actually, today I'm going to do what's the next week will be, the sorting, and then we're building the font set. So that will be on the, we'll do that on 13, and then what 13 we do today.
Oh, okay. So we swap.
Because I don't know, because we were talking, people want the sample file, but the sample file is this on the 13, the smarter sorting, that file.
Okay, got it.
So that's why, I got, but it's okay. But we swap the days, right? It's just
cool. Then I'll swap titles real fast. People don't get confused. Give me a second. Share your screen, and we'll get that running.
Yeah. Okay. But that's okay. Because I'm not very, very ready for the, for the other topics. So I don't want to, don't want to confuse. So today we do the sorting stuff. We do the final, the final day on this. Okay. So the demo was to replace, so the goal was to replace this sort by something that we can customize on the fly, like a font set, like a perform file, we can put, whatever we want, right, in a perform file, or a set field, we can do whatever we want. But for sort, we have no option to make this and to get the sort the way you want on the fly. There's no way, it has to be what we call hard-coded. That means I need to say, okay, I want to sort by the invoice date, descending, and want to sort by the total amounts, ascending, right? For example, it needs to be like this. But now you understand that if you want to have a custom sort, like with a menu, right? Like this, you want to sort by quantity, by regular, well, you want a system where you can say sort by description, but not having all the sorts, with the else if in the middle. Like this, right? We don't want something like this, because this is a nightmare, right? It's hard, and and so if, right? Oops. So we don't want something like this. So, and imagine that you want to sort with invoice date ascending. Yeah, but also you want to be able to say you want by invoice date descending. So you need to double everything. So at the end of the day, you end up like having something like this, right? So you have something like this. So it's not sustainable, right? And it's not good at all, right? The best is to have a sort record, right? And the specify to be whatever I want. Okay? So during the 35 years that I was trying to get this done, okay, the spark on this was that I wanted to get a portal to be sorted on the fly, by choosing like this, right? By choosing, I can do on the fly like this, on the fly like this, right? So that's what I want to do. But after that, I discovered, right, that it was working for records as well. So this technique works for records and for portal. That's the same technique. And I also discovered that we can do magic with this. So bear with me. Here, so now we're going to get to the final point. Okay. Here, let's say I want to sort by the A to D or D to A. Okay. So you see here, I have a 1 coming here or 0, right? So this is the identifier for my calculation to know what to do. When 0, it's descending, when is ascending. When is 1 is descending, right? So it's reversed, A to D, D to A, okay? Boom. So, and that cool. If I change by quantity, I want the quantity. So now it's descending 20 to 1. But if I change this, it's 1 to 20. Okay? I discovered that FileMaker was much smarter than I thought. And we could do, let's unsort. Oh, crap. I forgot to change the file. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. I need to modify this because now it will. I forgot to change the file. So let me do this because I don't need all this. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I need to fix the script. So let me fix the script here. I'm sorry. I forgot to. So because that was my demo script. I mean it was my let's say prototype script, and now I need to change it. So yeah, so this is what I need to do. So the script here, right? The unsort scripts. Okay. Tail link set close over. I just need to remove this. Let's focus on the sort instead, because all of this is no longer so set order. Okay, set order. Sets. Yeah, it's okay. The unsort doesn't work, but the sort will. So I discover that we can say that I can put here two I can put here two fields, and I can ask two fields, right? And if I sort by those two fields, it works. So let me show. So here I sort by description and quantity at the same time. Okay, description, right? A, B, 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 C, C, D, D, A. Why? It's because description quantity. So if I changed the order here, I said description quantity, if I sort, it doesn't change. Yeah, I have a problem here. Because I forgot to change the script though. It's my bad. I need to fix this. Why is doing this? Yeah, I don't need all those things. Maybe I can set, I think this is multiple. Actually, I don't really need those. Let me check something here. Okay. Sorry for the descriptions about the problem here, but if I duplicate this and I say set order, right? Just like I do here. Yeah, because it will be the same. Just I need to add a close popover pose. Okay, just I need to add this. So let's try like this. It will, I think it will work. Description quantity. A, B, C, D, A, Y. Okay, let's remove this sort. No, it doesn't want to sort again. Sorry. I'm very sorry. I poorly managed my stuff here. I need to fix this. Why? So which one I am in? So the problem is I had all scripts, and this all scripts is no longer working, right? So let me get inside this find. Okay. And so this is my blob. It's okay. The G order sort fields. Yeah. Yes. So I don't understand why it's doing this, because normally I should have this. And so what the sorts, so this sort is working sort of. So if I'm doing this and I'm adding like this quantity, if this sort working, it say A description. No, it should have say A. See, it doesn't work. It should have say like this, right? I mean, A to, yeah, it should have said this. But if I said this here, it doesn't work. If I say here, see, it doesn't. Okay. And here I don't have both. Okay, so if I said this quantity, sort. Okay, see, this doesn't work here. It doesn't. He said so. The Z order here doesn't. So why doesn't get? Why this doesn't get the thing? It should sort field sort get sort. Okay, so I need to debug this. So I don't get the field that I want here, right? So and for the multiple, it work for one, right? But it doesn't work for multiple. And I think I know why. I think I know why. Okay. I send multiple value, so I need to substitute this and replace this character with this one. I think this is the culprit. Okay. Cross finger. That works. Bingo. Okay, we're back on business. Sorry, guys. But okay, it was a quick fix.
There you go.
Yeah, it was. Oh, no. Hold on. Why did this? The script was good. This script. Yeah, this one. This one. So, yeah, we're good. So, well, now, if I sort, sorry for the confusion. So let's say we start. I want to sort by description. Okay. So I sort by description, I say. Okay. Still doesn't work too, it doesn't work too. Okay. So sort by description. A, B, C, D. Okay. If I change that order, it doesn't want to change the order. Why? Okay, hold on a second. It's because here I might need to. Actually, I know what happened here. I need to modify the script here. Yeah, because I need to modify those fields. Yeah, okay. And this field here, set order. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, my mistake is this. Okay, so I got it. My mistake is this. I need this because I send multiple values. Substitute, do the same fix here. Oops. Yeah, no, I did that yesterday, but I did a mistake. I forgot that I had the server. Now I think I delete the file like an idiot. It's okay. Well, I'll fix it. Okay. Okay. Let's see how that works. So I want to sort by quantity and description. Okay, back in business now. If I do this, 0, A, B, C, D, 4, 5, 1, 5. If I change the quantity, I say 1, 5, 4, 25, 1. Okay, we're back in business. Okay. Whew. Okay, back. So I want to sort, right, by multiple fields. So, but I have only one field where I can sort. Okay, so the sort scripts, right, can sort only on one field. Okay, so that means this poll is sorted only with this field. This field. This is where I sort. In order to sort multiple fields, okay, you say you want description and you want quantity, and you sort. So you put the name of the field you want to sort on. On your target table, right, you say that you want to sort by description and quantity. Okay? Your description and quantity. That means in the field, this is the field that is sorting, right? And the polar sort on that field. So I add two values in the same field. Whatever is in the description and whatever is in the quantity. In the same field, here, two values. I have two values, one value, another value. For this record, the same. I have item A. So if I display description and quantity, right? Right? If I display this, let's hide this. So if I display this, here I have item A and 5. This is what I have in the field that sorts. Correct? So you can sort now with one field, but you can sort on two different data items. Right? So you have item A and 5, right? Here, item B and 100. If I sort by these fields, okay, so let's constrain to that. Okay. If I sort by these fields, this is how it's sorted. A4, A5, B1, B5, right? So from A to D by description, from 0 to 9, right? The quantity, not from the 0 to the, ascending. So A for 5 makes sense. BBB 1, 5, 20, okay? CC 5, 12, DD 1, 2. So I sort by description and quantity, but just by sorting with one field. Why? Is because in this field, I have this and this combined as two values. Now, let's say, so they are both descending, right? So I didn't even know how he said descending. No, ascending. They are both ascending. That means from A to Z and 0 to, 10,000, okay? They are ascending. Now let's say I want the description to be descending, right? And the quantity to be descending. So now I don't want the A to D and 1 to 10 to 20. I want from D to A and from 1,000 to 0. Okay? Only sorting with one field, right? Oh, sorry. So if I sort now the same fields, right? Why is not doing A? Why is not doing item B? For item A? Here's correct. Okay, let's see here. So I'm from D to A, right? So, and 2, 1. So it's descending now, right? So D, C, B, A, and 2, 1, 12, 5, 25, 1, and 5, 4. Now, and you can see here, before I had 2 zeros, now I have 2 1s here. But let's say I want from D to A, but from 1 to 1,000, So this descending, but this ascending. Sort. So now I'm D to A, but now it's 1, 2, 5. Before it was 2, 1. See? Right? 2, 1. Still D, C, B, A here, but this changed. Right? But still, it's the same field where I'm sorting in. I'm sorting on the same fields. I didn't change any scripts. I didn't go to the schema. I didn't change anything. Just I replaced the content of that field with, you remember the add bash technique, the reversing of the text. I'm not going back to this, right? Now I'm showing you how you can combine multiple fields. So let's continue. I want to add, right, the date, right? So now I'm sorting by description, quantity, and date at the same time. Description is D to CBA, is descending, right? This and this ascending, right? So 1, 2, I don't have a lot of, but here makes sense. The 13, the 13, 7, right? Is less, so I'll let you see how, I know when you have free like this, I don't have a lot of, but let's say I remove the quantity and I do date, right? So DCBA, but this is crescending, ascending. The March 27 is before July 13. But if I say this, well, now is July 13 before March 27. So it works for dates as well. So I can put whatever I want here, right? So I have a full sort, I have a full sort function feature that is totally, completely programmable. So then you can customize on the fly without any script change or field change or whatever hard-coded stuff. Okay. So to make it fast and not being, slow, right? So here how it works. So I'm going to do a recap a little bit. Okay. The sort right, is using data to sort description, quantity, date, right? So you decide, for example, for this table, you decide which field you want to add into your sort for that table. You decide that I want to be able to sort by date, description, quantity, record ID, total price, and unit price. This is the field I want to sort on. So how do you decide this list here or this list here? This list. How you decide this list? Correct? How? Well, you don't hard code. There's no hard coding. Okay? To make the thing simple, right? I use another technique of mine, which is cool, I think. I use a layout, and in this layout, I put the field I want. I want description, quantity, total price, unit price, date, and record ID. This is what I want in the, in the list, right? So that's why I have those fields here. This value list, right, is fed with this. So doing this, I don't need to, So let me, I said last time I'm going to, build like, so I have an update button. Let's do the scripts. I want to update the script, so update fields. Okay. So is go to layout. Go to layout. Global. Delete record. New record. And go to layout original. Okay. Yeah, it's not good, but it's okay. And let's change the accents. Let's put update. Okay. Let's put that here. So if I want to remove a field from here, I remove the field from that layout, right? And I update this. Of course, it doesn't work. Oh, see, I need to do this also. So I need to do this field, this set field. Okay, yeah. I need to do the trigger. Okay. Hold on. Context, sort, and here, new record, set fields, global, trigger, boom. So let's see if it works. Update. Okay. So now, if you want to add a field here, right? Just you need to add a field in the layout. So for example, I want to put back the record ID. Okay. I press update. Boom. Now I go there and I have a record ID. This. And the sort works. I mean, I can remove this one, this one, this one. I said record ID, boom, sorted. I didn't do, there's no hard code, nothing, right? So, and I can reverse, boom, see? Tuk tuk. I didn't change anything, right? So I didn't add anything in the scripts. I didn't go layout mode. I just go there, I add in this layout the fields, right? And it works. For example, all the thing. Let's say I'm going here. Oh. Yeah. So I'm going here. Why cannot do? Okay. Going here. And I change the field name. Okay. I change the field name. I change this and I say record, no, number. Okay. So I change that field name. Okay. So if your solution is well built, not like this one, you update this because here I still say record ID, but if you update after changing, right? Now he said record number. And the sort works. I didn't change, even if you change the name, right, of the field, it doesn't break, right? So let's put like it was. Okay. So do we have any questions so far? Sorry for the confusion. I understand the confusion, but maybe on the editing we can cut this. I will talk to.
Yes. Are we following? Are we confused, everybody? Do we need clarification? Because I don't have any questions at the moment.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. So now, why we do this? Okay, because I have a file that I can open here. I will show you why. Okay. Open the file with another FileMaker, then I can continue working on this. So now, we can do multiple fields, right? We can sort by multiple fields on the fly. We don't have a script, we don't have, whatever. We don't modify, it's not hard coded. It's easy to implement. I'm going to show you how, right? And it's easy to maintain, and it's super practical. Because not only I can do this, right? But now I can do save sorts. So I can save my sort, like I can build a sort on the fly, right? For example, so let's delete all of those. Okay. So I want to add a new sort. I want to sort by description, descending, ascending, quantity, ascending. Okay. So description ascending, quantity ascending. I add a new one. And I said, okay, I want quantity first, ascending, and description second, like this. See, I use emojis, and you see this one is quantity description, and this one description quantity. So let's say you want to sort by this one, right? Sort. A 4515, A, B, C, D, okay. This was my sort, quantity. Now I want quantity first from 1 to 10,000 and description from Z to A. D1, because I said quantity first. So I have the 1, the 2, the 4, the 5, and the 12, and the 20. I want the quantity ascending first, and then the description descending. Let you see. Now I want a new sort. So, and you can reuse them. They're there. They're saved. So I can add a new one and say, okay, I want just by date and quantity, both, ascending. By date first, so 118, 128, 327, 7, 7, 9, 11, 12, 12. First quantity, then first date, and then quantity. So 5, see? Now, let's do the opposite. I want to show you that the sort also is customizable that way. That means you can say, here it was date, quantity, okay? Now I said quantity and date. See, date, quantity, quantity, date. So date quantity is this. 1, 3, 7, 7, 9, 11, and 5, so this was the sort. Now I go here and I select this one. Quantity date, it changed. It's quantity first and then the dates ascending. See? So I do reproduce this. Let's go to the, I do reproduce this. When you do this, it does work. So if you add in your sorts that you want to sort by date quantity, that will be the order for sorting. And if you set quantity by date and quantity and date, that will be the progression of sorting. And of course, if you say yes, but I want quantity descending, it still works. Quantity descending with the date ascending. I let you see. Descending, see, for example, here I have a D, right? Descending, the quantity descending, right? 2, 1, quantity descending. 20, 12, 5, 5, 5, 4, 2, 1. That quantity descending. Quantity descending. And the date ascending. Well, 12, 17, but it's here we need to look one like this. 3, that's the same, right? 3, 27, 7, 13, that ascending. So you have a pure 100% sorting feature, right? That is fully customizable. And that could be on records, could be on poll, could be anywhere. And now I'm going to show you how to implement it, okay? So this saves stuff because now I feed my sort system just by sending the name of the field I want to sort and the order, the Z order, that descending or ascending, okay? So quantity descending, date ascending. If you add a third one, like for example here, you want to add description, sort, well, I have 3 here, right? Quantity descending, dates ascending, description ascending, right? So in the target table where you have the data, okay? Well, here is where you said, okay, this is what I want to sort, quantity, date, description, and this is the direction, one ascending, descending, ascending, ascending. Quantity, descending, dates, this is where I have 3 and 3. They are in sync, those two. Then I have a custom function that go to the blob, right? And say, okay, what do you want? Okay, give me the quantity descending, right? This is the quantity descending. This. The quantity reversed. Remember, if you go to the other session, I show you how you reverse the numbers to be reversed. So let's make it a little bit simpler here. Let's make it a little bit simple. Let's put everything ascending. Okay. So you said you want the quantity ascending. Then you say you want the date, description, quantity, date as a number, and description. And those three items, they came from the name, but I picked them from my blob, that my pre-digest data that sit there and ready to be consumed. You know, it's like having like a beef patty on the freezer, right? That it is. I don't recalculate all of this. Remember that the blob session, okay? We have a full session about this, right? So all of this is calculated on is sit there, ready to be used, because quantity doesn't change, item doesn't change, nothing changes just because you want to sort. So in order to not recalculate all of these things, I calculate once, and then I said, oh, give me the quantity, boom. This is the quantity. Oh, give me the description, boom. This is the description. Give me the date, boom. This is the date. But what happened if I say yes, but give me the quantity descending path? It changed. It took something else from my blob. It took the quantity reversed, because the custom function that is reading this, that is providing this, is reading this. And he said, if there's one, pick quantity and add the name reversed, and then give me this, and then give me that JSON element. If I put 0, boom. Now, don't add the word reversed, and give me the quantity, not the quantity reversed. The 1, 0 change this or this or this, date or date reversed, that the 1, 0 decide those things. And this is how I pick the data that I need for the descending, ascending on the fly, right? And it's fast as hell because it's there. I don't do any calc. It's just set, it's just like get elements, JSON. That's it. It's because this is pre-calculated, right? So this is how the system works, okay? So in your table, right, you need this and the blob, 2 fields. Oh, I mean, you need this and you need this, the direction and the field. So you need those So what I can do for you is to, actually I can, oh no, I know, because that's another test. So I can say used for sorting. I put that in the comments, okay? And this one and this one. So only the one used for sorting, right? You copy paste those 4 fields in any of your solution, and that's it. Just you need to pull, right? That's it. It works. Of course, you need the custom function that are in that solution, right? Here in this sort folder. Don't forget, those are just a test, but those are the custom function you need for sort. Okay? So you copy the folder and you paste, and you have all the sort custom function. Then you copy those fields, right? and you reproduce the script that I have here, which I'm going to, because all of those are obsolete. So I'm going to make it simpler for you, right? And I'm going to make like only one script for all the sorts, okay? Because today it's confusing. You will have, because you have three different implementation, okay? Demo 1, 2, and 3. This is if you needed only one field, you know, you don't want more than, this is how you do, right? Correct? So this is how you do when you want only one at a time. This is what you do when you want more than one at a time, more than one, right? But you don't want to save them. And this UI is when you want to make multiple fields, but you want to save them, right? Of course, now you know that you can also use that in scripts, right? For example, let's say you have a script, okay? You have a script. And in these scripts, right, you decide that you want to sort, okay? But you want to sort by something you want to hard code. You want to decide what you want, right? So you put the list of your field you want. For example, you want to sort by description and quantity. Okay? And you want description descending, a quantity ascending. Okay? Boom. The description quantity. And it's 1, 0. So A, B, C. No. It didn't do it because I need to. Yeah, it did it. Hold on. Let me check. Description quantity. Why? Oh, I need to. Why I don't have the thing here? Description. Why? Hold on. Description and quantity. I didn't do any. Yeah, I did. I wasn't ready for that demo anyway, but description and quantity. Anyway. That's weird though. Oh, because hold on. Oh, sorry. My bad. Okay. So you can decide on the fly by the scripts, right? So let's say I have no unsort, okay? So let's unsort. Yeah, it used my old code, so it's slow, but I will fix it. Okay, so now it's not sorted, okay? It's not sorted by nothing, okay? With a script, you can decide you can hard code it. I mean, you can say, I want description quantity and description, I want as descending and ascending quantity. If you set those two fields, the poll will be sorted that way. Boom. It's not showing the green thing, but it is, description quantity, description I wanted descending, and quantity ascending, D to A, 1 to 5, right? So if I go there now and I said, oh, okay, by the way, I want all of them ascending. So you set those fields. So that means you can use that technique on the layouts for one field, for multiple fields sorted, saved, and you can even use that technique in your script instead of saying sort and do this and this and this, well, you programmatically said what you want. If you want to make the thing bulletproofed, you say get field name, oops, get field name, and you go to the table where you want the description, right? And get field name. That means quantity, where is it? Okay. So that means now, if you, so you can, in the script, call the field you want to sort, but if you rename the script, the fields, it won't be broken, okay? So it still works, right? So, do we have any questions?
Comments, questions, everybody? Concerns? Yes. I want to see if I have the simplified big picture. When you run a sort by a field, a process runs to get a list of all the contents of that field from the blob and all the found set records. The list goes to the global field referenced in the sort script steps? ?
No. Let me read this. I have this code here.
Yes.
So when you run a sort by a field, I don't run sort by a field. A process run together. Yeah, the process no, I don't have this. No, the auto entry, the unstore calculation is doing that for you. The script doesn't do anything. I just set fields. I set two fields. I don't have sort. I don't have replace. I don't have nothing to do. I just set those two sorts in this table. I'm setting those two fields, right? Which are global, by the way. I can do this if you want, because they're global. So, right? This, I don't need that anymore. But you have those two fields here. They're global. These two global fields, right? Go there, and I'm using those fields here in this unstore calculation. Don't worry. It's fast as hell. Don't be worried. It's fast as hell. So this field here, it feeds with those two fields. Okay? It feeds them. Here is where I put the name of the field I want. Oh, this is why it doesn't work, because I need to remove this. He put the field I want here, and go to the blob and pick whatever I need from the blob. Okay? So this field here, read those two fields. Thanks to those two fields, it goes there and pick up whatever it needs from there here. And that's why it's fast, is because I don't calculate the blob. I just have a bunch of get element from JSON. That's it. That's why the unstore calculation is not a problem. right? So if I say, let me, right? So it's like for example, look, I'm on server. My server is the worst server I ever had in my entire life. Okay, but doesn't matter. I don't use it, so it's just for the demo. But it's not at all. You know, it's an anvil. Okay, it's an anvil. So if I change something here, I have 1,200 records. If I change this, paf, did you see a spinning wheel? Did you see something slow? If I say here, I want date, right? Paf, 1,200 records. Any spinning wheel? No? If I say I want this, bam. Why? It's because the unstock calculation, right? It does nothing. Bunch of text from here to here. That's what I'm doing here, right? So that reason why it's fast, and it's fast thanks to the blob. Before my old technique, I didn't have the blob, and I had to admit, like my tail between my legs, that I had to admit that after 25,000 records, it was getting slow. I had to admit it, right? The technique I had before. Well, I tried this with 100 and 200,000 records, and still, when I do this, if I put one here and one here, it's instant 1,200 record, because I don't do any any replace and in any loop. You understand what I mean? If you start with this and loop, that's bye-bye, So the unstock calculation, why we have an unstock calc? An unstock calc, sorry, by the way, Marge, we need to set up. I'm going to send you a webinar about those calc stuff.
Okay.
We need at least 2 days on this.
That makes sense. Yes.
Okay, so let's continue. So the get blob field is the one that is on the source script, and it's a global. No, the get blob fields. Where is the get blob field? The blob is there at the creation of the record or at the modification of the record. Why you want me to calculate item E if you don't change to something else? If this doesn't change, what do you want to change? What do you want to recalculate this for 1,200 record each time you sort? Why? You know what I mean? So the blob is there, it sit there, right? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If you change something here, right? If you change something here, yes, you need to update the blob, If you change here, you need to update the blob. So for example, I don't know if I have here. Yeah, I have it on commit. Okay. So if you change this to E, you commit, then this changed, right? Where's the description? No, it didn't change it. Why? Okay, because I changed so much this file, everything broken. Why? Set. Okay. So why is not doing it? This server is a nightmare. So it didn't change it. Normally it should change this, and it should change that, but I will fix those before I send the file to you. Normally they have an on-commit script that change this, update this, and then I have this now updated R, right? If I put like E like this, then it changed, and I change this, I update this, my trigger, boom, it changed. So you change this only if you change something here. Otherwise, there's no reason to change it, right? You keep that the purpose of the blob. You get everything you want pre-calculated, pre-ready, pre-fetched, whatever. So it's there, and then there's no reason why you want me to recalculate that each time I'm sorting. No reason. You recalculate this when you change something in this record. If I put 100 here, you want this to be updated because now quantity is 100. That's it. But until you change the quantity again, there's no reason to recalculate this. You understand? So that's why that the blob is there. When you change, you update your record, you commit, boom, and then you get your stuff recalculated, boom, and it's ready now to be sorted. Anytime, all the time you want, without to recalculate all of this. That's why it's fast.
Does that make sense?
Yes. No. Yes. So David says the Z order get blob multiple. This is this is a Z order. The Z order is there, right? This is a blob. Okay. Maybe I should remove the Z here because it's not parts. And I'm going to remove all of those, the single, multiple, all of for demo purposes. I don't care. This was the old stuff, and I can remove all this. So you have the single one, which doesn't, is not even, it's the single, but the single ender, both of them works now, so I don't even need this one. So you have this Z order, Z sort order, get blob. This is the fields you sort on. Okay, can be you can do sort record or your portal. This is the fields. This field here, right? Look for this and this to get whatever you want, right? Which field you want, the direction you want. This calc here, go to the blob, say, give me the dates reversed, and give me the quantity reversed, and put me here. That's all, right? It's zero, and if you say 0, 0, you change, boom. That means now is date not reversed and quantity not reversed. It's all what I'm doing. To make it simpler, I made everything, the calc also super easy. The JSON blob, right? This is a calc. That's a custom function, right? Right? It's very easy. This is a calc. Then this is a blob. And the multiple, this is a calc. You get the fields, you get the direction, and you block it. You disengage the calc if it's empty. If this is empty, you say, if it's not empty, do it. Okay? If it's not empty, right? If it's empty, you want no calc at all, right? So that's what it's doing. There's no calc if it's empty. Nothing happened. Okay? Right? So this here is because I'm getting the field name. So yeah, there's something else. It's a relic. I don't need that. Yeah. So to get my blob, so it's something I need to explain here. Okay. So because you need that script, you need that field also. This is okay. Let me. This is a JSON blob, you know. Let me rename, right? JSON blob, right? And actually, yeah. Okay. So what is this? The blob, right, is something you want to create for all records, right? So here, these fields, remember that layout where I'm putting all the fields in, you know, where I want to sort, right? Okay. This field here is reading what field I put there, right? This field is reading the field name I have here. And then it generates the blob. Let me explain. Let me demo, okay? Let's say I put 2 fields here, okay? So I remove 2 fields, right? Here, now, you need to recalculate all of this because something changed, right? So that's why when you do this, right? Actually, I can add this in my update script here, you know, my update field. I can do, you know, perform script on server. And actually, I will rename all of those things, right? Resource. Okay. Okay. Actually, I can this. Let's commit. Okay. So let's say you remove you have only those 2 fields and you want to update your table to have all your stuff calculated, right? So you remove and you update. Your update scripts now goes to the table, right? And recalculate the blob. So now I have only quantity and description. So I have only description reversed. See, it calculated that, right? But now, well, I can sort only by those 2, right? Because everything connected. From that layout, where I drag the field inside, when I press update, all the magic happen, and even the value list is recalculated, right? Because I have the value list based on this. So all the calculation is valued. So see, my blob now is recalculated because I have only those two fields. Now, let's say I'm adding two more, right? I'm adding quantity. No, I already have it. Okay, I'm adding, record ID and date. Okay? Just dragging the field on the layout, you press update. Now everything gets recalculated. I re-trigger the blob, everything. So now the list of field name is 4, quantity description, and my blob is 4 as well. So now my blob is ready to be used. And my list also is updated, right? So let's say I'm putting another field, right? So date, quantity. Let's put those total price, unit price, right? So I put all my field back. Okay. I press update to regenerate everything. And then now here I have back all my list of names, of field names, and my blob is back full, and my list is back. So that means if you implement everything as is, right, when you will get the file, well, super easy, because you need a field, you need a layout, right, where these fields pick the fields. Okay, so the layout name T13, that's the name of the layout, right? So this fields feeds on that layout to get the field name, because field name is a function that gets all the field names of a dedicated layout. Okay, so let me show you. So here I want for that the field name of that layout. If I change, let's say I want invoices. See the point here? Right? So you can call a layout with a field, so that's perfect when you want to get to gather list of fields instead of doing like typing manually, right? Because you're sure that all your system is in sync. I'm not typing the field name manually. I'm getting the field name from a layout that is getting the field name from the table. Okay? So just I need to press update and boom, because everything, this list, ergo the blob, ergo this, they all call for the field name. So I have no surprise. Everything is synced. Everything is synced. You understand? So we got it? So could list of field name get all the field of the table automatically to avoid the layout? So you want to sort by all the field in the table? David A said, could I take all the fields, of the table? you know, well, do you want to have in the menu? Let's do it. Let's do it. I want all the fields of a table, okay? So I changed, instead of doing this, right? It's get table fields. Get fields. No. Field name. Okay, here. No, layouts. I don't think we can do that. Get the fields. Field names. What happened if I do? Well, I don't, because the problem is, you get, okay, I'm stuck here. Why I'm stuck? Okay, I need to quit this. Okay, so I need to force quit. I don't know why I'm stuck here, but okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I have a problem with yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you want all the fields, all the table. So that means you will have all your fields. You will have the sort field itself. You are all okay. It will be a big mess, but it's okay. Here is clean, right? I dedicated which field I want, right? But also, if you want all the fields, how I can get all the fields of a table? I know there's a you know, yeah, the SQL crap. Yeah, I know. Fields. I mean, the gets that gets something. Fields. No, that's is from. Oh yeah, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so yeah, do your SQL stuff, and okay, I'm going to do the same like this. So you want all the fields, right? So you want all the fields. Okay, this is what you will look. So you know, you can update, because you need to update. So you have all the fields, right? And this is your menu. So I don't get the point. So you want to sort by globals, which is impossible. You want to sort by trigger, that doesn't make sense. You want to sort by IDF, by the invoice item, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, you want to sort by the blob itself, you know. So, well, you understand? I mean, there's no point. The point is to get a list of fields you want in your menu, right? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to separate. Okay, David said, yeah, the point is not to have maintain a separate layout. Yeah, but you have, as I said, you know, this is how it looked like. You know, by the end of the day, this is what you have. I mean, your user will have this. Okay, so yeah, hello, David. I'm sorting by this, and I sort nothing. Why? Why? You know, oh, I'm sorting by this and sort nothing. Why? Yeah, you sort by global, right? Yeah, it's the advantage is you want to filter, right? and you can have multiple layouts, and you can call different layouts with different list of fields and get different portals. You know what I mean? For example, this portal, I want to sort with, let's say you have one portal sort with this, right? And then you have another portal, but pointing to the same table, but you want different fields. How you do that with your get all stuff, right? Most of the time, when you sort a portal, you want to sort, right, by the field you can see. Otherwise, it's super confusing, right? If you sort by something that is not showing here, well, also the field could get the field in auto start script. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, so that means David said, yeah, you have an auto start. You can get the list of your fields at the beginning. Yeah, but you need to type manually. So you need to type your list manually. I don't want to type fields. I put on the layout update. To me, it's better. To me, it's simple. No hassle. Right? Yeah, it's you different ways. You want to type the script names, the list of fields, you do it. But I don't. I like to be like I drag stuff because the point is. So let me show you why this came from. Why this came. Okay. I'm getting the layout, then you will understand the problem. I should have go to the list view. Hold on. So, hold a second. Hold a second. I'm going to this. I need to go to the list. Yeah, when I do zoom with this field, this file is. So that is the issue. Okay, go. That's the issue. Sort. Okay. So yeah, double click, edit the button, right? And pull the fields from the list. So sort records, right? And click there, double click here, select the fields, put here, right? Then duplicate the button, change the icon, double click, change this, go there, and put descending. Okay, let's go there. Again, and then you have another sort here, right? So sort. So that my customer did that, right? Each time it's a sort. Each time it's a sort. Each time, okay. If you like it, do it. Do it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You can do it. It's fantastic. It looks awesome, right? It takes forever to build, right? Do it. No problem. With my system, well, I would have done that in no time, right? Because, well, right, I have this, so I can call whatever I want when I want, but It's just this, this is a nightmare, right? Because I could have with when I will implement that, right? Because I built this, and now that I have the new technique, I can, I can do it, right? So I can implement that in this solution, because he has there's a lot of sorts, because here, for example, something you don't know, but here you have different, this here is different, what's the name, slides. So there's something like sorted, something like this in that layout. A grid value change, the list change, and the sort as well. Offer change and the sort as well. This change and the sort as well. This change and the sort as well. This. So you have like a bunch of different lists in different lists like this. And each time you have a sort. Same here. Each time you have a sort. So this is a nightmare to implement. Okay? So that when you have this extreme, well, yes. Got it?
You found a way to do it the way it should.
Yes, you're right. I mean, all of this nightmare and 35 years of my work to get it done, right? Well, yeah, they should have done the right way.
We have a question from YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
If needed, can we use a hide condition to hide the field in the layout so the value list populated from there shrinks?
Oh, you mean in the layouts? Yeah, good question. If I hide this, for example, I hide these fields, right? And if it's still there, and if I update this, if it go away from the list, good question. I never did that. It's not. So now it's still there. So no, we can't hide it, unfortunately. Now, the other question is, if I put that outside, will it still there? I think so. Let's find out. No, still there. You need to remove it physically from the layouts to go. See, it's gone. So you need to go. You need to physically remove it. Right. But this layout technique, I like it because it's avoid. When I want to hide something, it's fast. When you create your layouts, and you can create you can create multiple. So you create whatever you want here, and then you have different lists. You can have a list for this, a list for another. You can have, and of course, you can implement this for each table, right? So this is implemented for this table, but if you have other table, you copy paste the fields in the table, and that's it, and you get the sorts. Of course, you can have multiple blobs, right? You can have multiple sort order, right? Like, for example, here at one point, in this solution, there's, see, for example, all the trigger I have arbitration, billing, CAD data, feed, HB201. I mean, there's so many things in this, I have 1,200 fields in that, all about arbitration, all about billing. Okay, this file was a flat file, one table at the beginning. So the customer built everything in one flat file, table, right? So, so here, if I want to implement I will have the blob for sorting arbitration, and then I will have the blob for billing, and then I will have a blob for whatever, and because the customer made a mistake to have one table with everything inside. Pretty much when you have a design like this, for example, AOA, this is for AOA, okay? This is for arbitration, okay? This obviously is for billing, right? If you have a design like this, well, bad design. I tell you, this should have been in its table named parcel billing. This should have been on the table named parcel arbitrations, right? And not having 1,200 fields in one table. That's why, like for example, tax, all of this is about tax, right? Well, I should have parcel taxes, right? And should be another table. So if you have a design like this, that means wrong. And that's what we're going to do in that file. By the way, during the, I will show you doing my AI journey with you. We're going to do some, so the goal of all the DDR and the ChatGPT and stuff like that in that file, okay, will have been to remove what we call the umbilicals, right? So you have a big flow here, right? This anchor is linked to that anchor. Then this anchor also linked to that anchor. So pretty much all anchors are linked together here, right? So the goal is to select this and delete. Select those, right? And sever all those umbilicals from two anchors, from one anchor to another anchor. Because with this design, pretty much everything is linked together. And that makes everything super slow. But doing this, severing an umbilical like this, right? On a file that gigantic, it would have been like a titanic task. But with AI, it's not. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not that hard. Because it will tell me, okay, create another relationship from this to this, A to B, anchor buoy, and replace all the calculation using that relationship with this one. right? I wish FileMaker could have built this, but we will get there. And that the thing I want to show you with AI, right? So I want to make that in front of you if you want that to happen. Because that's a huge task, almost impossible to do that without AI, in my opinion.
Makes sense. So, we're getting towards the end of the hour.
Yep. But I had my problem. All of this change, I did it, but I forgot to send the file. I forgot to do upload, right? And then I deleted. I thought I'd uploaded, and I just realized not. David Angel is yeah, it's David. It's yeah, but you will see that my layouts field names technique is not that bad because it's easy. Yeah, you don't have the layout to maintain, but if you want a auto start list, well, you need to maintain the list. Correct? So it's the same thing. You have something to maintain, but it's easier to have everything gathered in one place, like a layout. You put that layout and boom, and everything automatic, and you don't have to think about it. And you don't have a giant scripts at the beginning, right? Because we tend to, for example, like a big solution like this one, right? At the beginning, we had a set global, right? And we had all of this. And you can see we deactivate most of them, right? Most of them are deactivated. So you don't want to load your start stuff because it was getting so long to start. Pretty much at the start, we set what could change at every login, like the get current date that could change. Okay, those we will make them disappear, like this too, soon. Like the tax year can change at the beginning, the current date can change at the beginning. This one we can make it hard coded, right? That's something I can show you too. Can you take notes? So difference between calculation 2 days and how to prevent startup script to be long startup scripts. How to prevent that? Can you take note? Moj.
Yes, I'm writing that down.
Okay.
I do have to call RC in like 15 minutes, so.
Okay, no problem. So I think we're done. I mean.
No, you've covered a lot today. It's been awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So sorry for let me make this file pretty, right? And I will give it to you.
All right, sounds good to me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.